Liam Carter sat alone in the control room of Eco 7, a small space station orbiting the outer edges of Jupiter. The stars outside were calm and endless. Inside, everything was quiet except for the soft hum of machines and the clicking sound of Liam's fingers on the control panel. He was the only human aboard. His job was to monitor deep space signals and repair old satellites. It wasn't exciting, but it paid well. He didn't mind the silence. In fact, after everything that had happened on Earth's job loss, its heartbreak, and chaos, this peaceful loneliness felt good. That night, something strange happened. A red light blinked on his dashboard. It wasn't an alarm, but a signal one that didn't match any known pattern. Liam leaned forward, adjusting the receiver. The screen showed a message, written in a strange language full of curved lines and floating dots. "What is this?" he whispered. He activated the translator. Nothing. Then he tried the universal codebreaker.
Ow.
Slowly, the characters began to change. After 10 minutes of processing, a voice came through his headset. It wasn't human. The voice was soft, clear, and echoed gently like music inside a cave. Liam froze, eyes wide, as the message played. To the human named Liam Carter of Earth. "This is Queen Seraphie of the Luminari. My daughter Princess Aria is in great need. We're the only one who can help her. Please, come to us, human. My daughter needs you." The message ended. Liam sat in silence. He replayed the message again and again. Each time, it made less sense, but also felt more real. Queen Seraphie. Luminari, he said to himself. This has to be a joke. Or a glitch. He checked the origin of the signal. It came from a distant part of space coordinates he had never seen before. Not from Earth. Not from any known colony. Somewhere, ... far. He leaned back in his chair, trying to calm his mind. But a million thoughts raced through his head. Why me? I'm just an engineer. I fix satellites. I talk to no one. I don't even have a cat. Still, the message repeated itself on the screen. The words blinked slowly. Human, my daughter needs you. He didn't sleep that night. The next morning, Liam sent a private message to Earth Command, explained the signal, and attached the recording. They replied with a short answer, investigating. Do not respond. But Liam couldn't ignore it. Something inside him stirred. The voice in the message didn't sound dangerous. It sounded desperate. Not like a queen sending orders, but like a mother asking for help. 2 days later, the signal came again. This time it came with a map. Bright star route unfolded on his screen, showing a path through space he had never seen before. At the end of the map, a small blinking dot glowed in soft gold. The voice played once more. Time is short. Aria is fading. You're the one she called for. We will come. Please be ready. This time, the message included an arrival time 3 Earth hours from now. Liam stared at the clock. Then back at the map, he stood up, walked in circles, and rubbed his face. This is crazy. Totally insane, he said out loud. But what if it's real? He walked to the window and looked out into the stars. No warships, no threats. Just silence. Then, right on time, a strange light appeared near the edge of his view. It wasn't a ship like any he had seen. It looked like a floating shell of light, smooth and glowing like a jellyfish. It shimmered in purple and blue, moving silently. Through space, as it came closer, Liam's station shook slightly. Not from impact, but from a soft field of energy wrapping around it. A calm voice came through his speaker again. Liam Carter. If you are ready, we will begin the journey. Liam took a deep breath. He didn't pack much, just his ID card, a small bag, and an old photo of his family. He wore his space suit and opened the docking bridge. A warm light reached out from the alien ship, wrapping around him gently like wind. He floated inside. No fear, no pain, just quiet light. Inside the ship, he found himself in a round room that glowed like moonlight. There were no buttons or screens only. Smooth walls, gentle lights, and a soft hum. Suddenly, a tall figure stepped forward. She was not human. She was tall, graceful, and shining with soft silver light. Her face was calm, eyes deep like water. Her hair floated gently, like silk in the wind, and her voice entered Liam's mind without sound. "I am Queen Sci-Fi of the Luminari," she said, not with her mouth, but through his thoughts. "You are safe here?" Liam nodded slowly. He didn't know what to say. She continued, "My daughter, Arya, is ... lost. Not in body, but in spirit. Her mind is closed, and we cannot reach her. But she saw you in her visions. She called your name. That is why we asked for you." Liam's voice finally returned. "But I don't even know her. I'm no doctor. I'm just a guy who fixes things." Queen Sci-Fi stepped closer, her eyes filled with quiet sadness. "That is exactly why," she said. "You are not like us. You are not trained in our ways. But your mind is full of motion, ideas, emotion, and your heart speaks in ways we do not understand. Arya is reaching toward something, human. We believe it is you." Liam blinked. "This doesn't make any sense." The queen looked at him with patience. "It does not need to make sense. It only needs to begin." She turned and led him down a glowing hallway. Liam followed. His heart beat fast, but he couldn't stop walking. They entered a round chamber, soft and warm. In the center, floating, above a crystal bed, was a young luminaris, lightly smaller, glowing dimly. Her face peaceful, but blank. "This is Arya," the queen said. "She is my only child." Liam stepped closer. Arya looked like the queen, but younger, more fragile. Her light was soft, almost fading. "She hasn't spoken in many cycles," the queen whispered. "But when we showed her your picture, her light pulsed. When we said your name, her eyes moved. She is waiting." Liam stood still. He didn't know what to do then. Softly he sat beside her. He looked at Arya and said quietly, "Hi. I'm Liam. I don't know why I'm here. But I'm here." Arya didn't move, but her soft glow flickered just for a second. The queen gasped. Liam noticed it too. He leaned a little closer. "If you can hear me, I'd like to help. I know what it feels like to be stuck. To feel alone." Another flicker. Then a single tear rolled down Arya's cheek. Liam's heart jumped. He turned to the queen. "She heard me." The queen's eyes glowed brighter. Yes, she did. For the first time in many years, Queen Sci-Fi smiled. Liam woke slowly inside the glowing chamber. The soft light of the Luminari ship wrapped around him like a warm blanket. Outside the window, stars moved past silently, showing a beautiful path through space. He looked around. The room was smooth and curved, made of a strange material that felt cool but alive. No buttons, no screens, just calm and light. The silence was peaceful but strange. Liam realized he was far from Earth, in a place he had never imagined. Suddenly, the tall figure of Queen Sci-Fi appeared again. She looked more real here than before, her silver glow shining softly. She smiled gently, but there was sadness in her eyes. "Good morning, Liam," she said, her voice gentle inside his mind. "You have traveled far. You are safe here." Liam stood, still feeling a little dizzy. "Thank you, Queen Sci-Fi. Your ship. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like this." The queen nodded. "The Luminar live in light and emotion. Our ships reflect that. But the true beauty is on our home planet, Lunara. Soon you will see it." Liam's curiosity grew. "You said your daughter, Arya, is waiting for me?" Sci-Fi's face softened. "Yes. She has not spoken for many cycles. Her mind is closed, but she remembers you from her dreams." Liam swallowed hard. "Dreams?" The queen led him to a corridor that glowed softly beneath their feet. Liam noticed the walls pulsed gently with light, almost like a heartbeat. "Come," Sci-Fi said. "I will show you Lunara." They stepped out of the ship and into a breathtaking world. Lunara was not like any planet Liam had seen in pictures or movies. The sky was deep violet with two suns shining gently in the distance. Tall crystal towers rose from the ground, glowing with soft blues and purples. The air was cool and smelled faintly of flowers Liam didn't recognize. The ground beneath his feet was smooth glass that reflected the sky like a mirror. Strange plants with shimmering leaves moved slowly, as if breathing. Liam's heart beat fast. This place, it's beautiful. It's like a dream. Seraphie smiled. It is our home. But it feels empty without Arya's light shining fully again. As they walked, Liam saw small groups of Luminari. They were tall and slender, their skin shining softly in colors that changed with their emotions. They did not speak with mouths. Instead, they communicated with light patterns flowing from their bodies in gentle waves of feeling. Liam tried to understand. It was like watching a silent dance of colors and shapes. One Luminari passed by and sent a wave of welcome, warmth, calm, and respect. Liam felt a quiet happiness wash over him. This is their way, Queen Seraphie explained. We share feelings, not just words. They arrived at a grand palace built from crystals that shone like stars. The doors opened silently, welcoming them inside, in the main hall. Liam saw a large pool of light glowing softly with colors he could not name. Queen Seraphie turned to him. Arya rests nearby, she said. She has not yet opened her heart to the world outside, but your arrival has begun to change that. Liam nodded. I want to help her, but I don't know how. Seraphie's eyes were full of hope. You don't need to know. Just be yourself. Share your world. Show her the beauty of being human. Liam took a deep breath and entered the next room. There, sitting quietly on a crystal bench, was Arya. She looked young but wise. Her silver skin glowed softly, and her eyes were large and dark. But there was no light in her gaze. She seemed distant, as if trapped inside a silent bubble. Liam approached slowly, careful not to frighten her. Hello, Arya, he said gently. I'm Liam. I came from your dreams. I want to be your friend. Arya's eyes flickered faintly. Ah! Then she looked away. Queen Seraphie watched closely. She sees you, but she is afraid. Her mind is full of questions she cannot answer. Liam sat beside her. I'm not here to fix you, Arya. I want to understand you. Tell me what you see when you close your eyes. Arya's lips moved, but no sound came out. Then slowly her skin changed, colors soft blues mixed with purple. It was the first sign she was trying to speak in her way. Liam smiled. That's wonderful. You don't need words? I'm listening. For a long time, they sat quietly. Liam told her stories about Earth's the blue oceans, green forests, children laughing, music that made people dance. He showed her pictures on a small device. Arya's colors shifted with each story. Blues became bright golds. Purples changed to warm pinks. Slowly, the silence between them grew softer. Days passed. Liam stayed by Arya's side. He learned to read the language of light and emotion the Luminari used. It was different from human speech, but beautiful. Arya started to respond more. She shared memories in colors: joy, fear, hope, and love. Liam felt as if he was reading a secret diary written in light. One evening, as the two suns set, Arya surprised him. She created a small glowing ball in her hand. It pulsed with soft light, and inside Liam heard his own voice, telling a story he had told her days before. He gasped. You remembered me. Arya's skin shimmered warmly. She reached out and touched Liam's hand. A gentle wave of emotion flowed between them: comfort, trust, and something deeper. Queen Seraphie entered the room and smiled. You are the bridge, Liam. The connection Arya needs. Liam looked at Arya and whispered, I'm glad you trust me. Arya's eyes shone bright for the first time. That night, Liam lay under the violet sky of Lunara, thinking about everything he had seen and learned. He was just an engineer from Earth. But here, among the stars, he was something more. A friend. A light. Hope. He thought of the message from Queen Seraphie, a strange invitation. The journey through space, and now the quiet bond with Arya. He did not know what would come next, but he was ready to find out. Liam woke early under the violet sky of Lunara. The two suns shone gently, sending soft beams through the crystal towers. The air was cool and sweet with the scent of unknown flowers. He stretched and smiled. For the first time in a long while, he felt a spark of hope. The days with Arya had changed something inside him. He dressed quickly and made his way to the palace. Eager to spend time with Arya again, when Liam entered the chamber where Arya rested, she was waiting. Her silver skin glowed softly, and her eyes followed him with quiet curiosity. Today something was different. The soft colors that usually danced around her body seemed brighter. Warmer. "Good morning, Arya," Liam said gently. Arya's skin shifted shades, soft blues and gentle golds. It was her way of saying hello. Liam smiled. "I want to share more about my world with you. Maybe it will help you feel less alone." He opened his small device and played a song, a gentle melody from Earth. Made with soft instruments and voices, singing words Liam didn't fully understand. As the music filled the room, Arya's colors changed again, moving in waves like the ocean, rising and falling with the rhythm. Liam watched, amazed. It was the first time music had moved her like this. Over the next few days, Liam spent hours with Arya. He told her stories of Earth, the busy cities full of lights, forests filled with animals, the laughter of children playing games. He showed her pictures of families, festivals, and simple moments like watching a sunset. Arya responded in colors and light, painting feelings Liam had never known before. She did not speak words, but in her own way, she was telling him her story too. One afternoon, as Liam read aloud a story about a boy who dreamed of flying, Arya surprised him. She created a small, glowing orb in her hands. It pulsed with soft light and floated gently between them. Inside the orb, Liam heard his own voice repeating the story he had just told. He gasped. "You remembered. You kept it." Arya's colors brightened warmly. She reached out and touched Liam's hand. A soft wave of emotion passed between them, comfort, trust, and a strange sense of connection. Liam looked into her eyes. For the first time, he felt he was not just a visitor or a stranger, but someone truly needed. As days passed, Liam learned more about the Luminari way of communication. They did not use spoken language as humans did. Instead, they shared feelings and thoughts through colors, light patterns, and gentle waves of emotion. It was like watching a silent dance, where each color told a story and every change in light shared a feeling. Liam tried to match their language, and slowly he began to understand. One evening, Liam and Arya sat by a glowing pool of light in the palace garden. Liam told her about Earth's stars, the night sky filled with twinkling lights that told stories. Arya's skin shimmered with blues and purples, then shifted to gold as she reached out to touch the pool. Suddenly, Liam felt a strange sensation, a rush of images and feelings. Flooding his mind, he saw places he had never been, forests of light, endless skies filled with shining creatures, and a small child's vision of two worlds reaching toward each other. When the vision faded, Liam looked at Arya with new understanding. "You were showing me something," he said softly. Arya's glow softened as if she nodded later. "Queen Sarfi visited Liam. You were doing well," she said in his mind. "Arya's mind is opening because of you." Liam smiled. "I still don't know why she chose me." Seraphi's voice was kind. "Sometimes the most unexpected soul is the one who carries the greatest light." Liam thought about that as he walked through the glowing halls. He was a simple man from Earth, yet here he was, bridging worlds. The bond between Liam and Arya grew stronger every day. Arya's colors became brighter and more complex, and she began to show him small memories through light. Liam saw moments of joy, fear, and hope from her life and her dreams. He understood that Arya was not lost or broken, but simply different. Her silence was not emptiness. It was waiting for someone who could understand her without words. One night, as the twin suns set, Liam sat beside Arya and whispered, "You don't have to be afraid. I'm here." Arya reached out, and this time, instead of a small light orb, she created a ribbon of shimmering colors that wrapped around them both. The colors told a story of two species separated by space. but connected by hope. Liam felt tears in his eyes. He knew this was only the beginning. Liam sat quietly beside Arya in the soft glow of the Lunara Palace. The twin suns had dipped low, casting long shadows across the shimmering crystal floor. Outside, the violet sky darkened slowly, revealing stars that seemed close enough to touch. Arya's colors pulsed gently, shifting from soft blues to warm golds, as if she held a silent conversation within herself. Liam watched her carefully. Each day she grew more open, more alive, yet there was still a deep mystery locked inside her mind. He reached out and took her hand. The moment their skin touched, a rush of images flooded his thoughts, bright and strange, full of light and shadow. Liam gasped and pulled back slightly, blinking hard. "What was that?" he whispered. Arya's glow softened. Slowly she reached out again, this time more gently, and touched his hand once more. The images came back, clearer now. Liam saw distant stars and swirling galaxies, but then the scenes changed. He saw two worlds drifting apart, stretching farther and farther into silence. One world was blue and green, full of life, laughter, and warmth. The other was a glowing planet of light and crystal towers, shining with soft colors and emotion. Between them, dark space grew empty and cold. Liam felt a deep sadness settle in his chest. He saw Earth burning not from war or fire, but from loneliness. People looked up at the stars and saw nothing. No friends, no hope. And the Luminari too were fading. Their light grew dim, their songs of color turning to silence. Then saw a small figure, a child, standing between the two worlds. Her eyes were full of hope and fear. She held out a hand. Reaching across the darkness, and standing with her was a human man, Liam himself. Liam gasped again, pulling his hand away. Queen Sci-Fi entered the room silently, her glowing presence. "Calm and steady. You have seen her vision," she said softly. Speaking directly into his mind, Liam nodded slowly, still breathless. "This vision is the reason Arya became silent," the queen explained. "She saw a future where our worlds never joined, where loneliness and fear grew between us. It terrified her." "But why me?" Liam asked. "Why am I in her vision?" Sci-Fi smiled sadly. "Because you are the one who can change it. One who can build the bridge between our people." Liam looked down, overwhelmed. "I'm just one person," he said. "How can I do something so big?" The queen's voice was gentle but strong. "Great changes begin with one small step. Your heart, your spirit, these are the keys. Not weapons or power. It's just your courage to connect." Liam spent the next hours reflecting on the vision. He realized that Arya's silence was not weakness, but a deep waiting. She was holding space for hope. He looked at Arya, who sat quietly, her light now steady and calm. He reached out and touched her hand once again. "I promise, Arya," he said softly. "We will find a way to bring our worlds together." Arya's colors brightened, shining with new strength. The days that followed were filled with new hope and purpose. Liam worked closely with Queen Sci-Fi and the Luminari scholars to understand how to connect Earth and Lunara. They shared knowledge about human emotions, art, music, and stories. In return, Liam learned about the Luminaries' language of light and feelings. Together, they began to design a device that could share thoughts and emotions across space, a unity beacon. This beacon would allow humans and Luminari to send feelings, memories, and dreams to each other. It was a small step toward the future Arya had dreamed of. One evening, Liam stood on a balcony overlooking the Crystal City. Queen Sci-Fi joined him. "You have done well," she said. "Arya is stronger now because of you." Liam smiled humbly. "It's not just me. It's all of us." Together, Sci-Fi looked at the stars. "Together, we will heal the silence between our worlds." Liam nodded, feeling the weight of the future and the hope it carried. Back inside the palace, Arya created a new pattern of Kaleza ribbon of light that danced and shimmered. It told a story of connection, courage, and the promise of friendship. Liam watched, his heart full. He knew the road ahead would not be easy. But for the first time, he believed the vision could become real. The Unity beacon stood tall on the edge of Lunara's orbita, shining tower of light, crystal, and hope. It was built from the combined knowledge of two worlds, Earth and the Luminari. It didn't have rockets or weapons. It didn't carry soldiers or commands. It carried something far more powerful: connection. Inside the tower, Liam stood with Queen Seraphi and Princess Arya. His heart beat fast. Today was the day they would send the first shared message, a wave of emotion, memory, and light from Lunara to Earth. Liam looked at Arya. She stood straight and calm, her silver skin glowing softly, her eyes filled with meaning. She had come so far from the silent girl he met weeks ago. She didn't speak in words, but her light now danced with confidence and clarity. He gently took her hand, and the connection between them glowed warmly. Her emotions flowed into him: trust, courage, and something else: belief. She believed. In him, in them. In this future, Queen Seraphi spoke gently into Liam's mind. It is time. The message they prepared was not written in human language, nor was it coded in any alien script. It was something new, something shared. A living wave of color, sound, memory, and feeling. A message that could be felt in the heart, not just understood in the mind. Liam stepped forward, placed his hand on the center crystal. The Unity beacon pulsed with light. Memories from both Earth and Lunara flowed together. Children laughing in a human park. A Luminari child floating through a river of light. A sunrise over Earth's mountains. The first time Arya touched Liam's hand, music playing from a small Earth radio, colors dancing across Lunara's sky, the tear that rolled down Arya's cheek when she heard Liam's voice, the moment of the shared vision, the darkness between two worlds, and the spark that lit the bridge, all of it together became the first shared dream. The beacon released it. On Earth, scientists and leaders at the United Nations Space Council were waiting. Ever since Liam's message weeks ago, Earth had been on alert. Was it a trick? Was it safe? But then, the Unity beacon activated. Every screen around the globe flashed not with warning, but with beauty. People all over the planet saw colors. They couldn't name, heard music they had never imagined, and felt something warm in their chest, like hope, like peace. Some cried, some laughed, some simply sat in silence, feeling connected to something far away, yet strangely close. A young boy in Tokyo whispered to his mother, "I saw her, a silver girl. She was smiling." A blind man in Kenya wept, feeling color in his mind for the first time. A teacher in Brazil paused her class and said, "Today history changes." Back on Lunara, Liam received Earth's reply. It wasn't in words. It was a soft wave of feeling, sent through human technology, enhanced by Luminari knowledge. It was clumsy and unsure, but it was real. Earth had felt the message, as it answered. Arya's entire body glowed with bright, joyful color. She turned to Liam, her eyes wide, her face lit with excitement. Then, for the first time, she spoke out loud, her voice soft but clear. "Thank you, Liam." Liam's eyes filled with tears. He couldn't believe it. You spoke," he said, voice shaking. Arya smiled, her glow like sunrise. "You helped me find my voice," she said, "and now our worlds can hear each other." Great celebration began on Lunara. Luminari from across the stars gathered in the capital city. Light ribbons danced through the sky, creating beautiful patterns and songs of emotion. Humans, invited as special guests, arrived on peaceful ships sent from Earth. For the first time in history, humans and Luminari stood side by side, not in fear, but in friendship. Children of both species played together. Scientists shared ideas. Artists painted together using both color and feeling. Musicians from Earth and Lunara performed together in harmony, creating sounds never heard before. The Unity beacon glowed high above them all, reminding everyone this was only the beginning. Liam became Earth's first ambassador of emotion, a new title created to honor the power of human feeling, connection, and courage. He often gave talks. Not about war or politics, but about friendship, dreams, and the power of listening. He said we didn't connect through power. We connected through patience and care. Arya didn't need a hero. She needed a friend. Arya, now a young leader among her people, helped guide the future of both worlds. She didn't speak often with words, but when she did, the room fell. Silent, her first speech at the Intergalactic Peace Council was only 4 words. We dreamed this together. Years passed. The bridge between Earth and Lunara grew stronger. More unity beacons were built. More cultures met and shared. Fear slowly faded. People no longer looked at the stars as a cold, empty place. Now, they looked with wonder and welcome. One quiet night, Liam and Arya sat together on a small balcony watching the stars. Liam was older now. His hair was gray, but his eyes were bright. Arya rested her head on his shoulder. Her light shimmered softly with peace. "Did you ever imagine this?" she asked. Liam chuckled. "Never. I thought I'd be fixing satellites forever." Arya smiled. "And instead, you fixed the silence between worlds." Liam nodded. "But I didn't do it alone." They sat quietly for a while, then Liam whispered, "Do you remember the first thing you said to me?" Arya turned to him, her eyes sparkling. "Yes," she said. "I told you, my daughter needs you." They both laughed gently. "But now," Arya said, placing her hand on his heart, "our future needed you." Liam closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of 2 worlds, one human. One luminar, beating in harmony inside him, and the stars, once silent, now sang.